The DCEU, aka the Snyderverse, and the DCU, the Gunverse, are paralleling one another very closely. There's obviously many similarities, as Peacemaker has showed us, but there's differences. So let's talk about the Justice League versus the Justice Gang, the DCEU, the DCU, the DC versus the E. There's so much going on! Let's talk about it. Okay, so recently, as part of the continued effort to keep talking about Peacemaker, everything that's going on with the series, and of course its ties to the DCU after Peacemaker appeared in Superman, but also, how does it go off of everything that happened in the DCEU? James Gunn has been making the rounds, trying to clarify things, and causing some more confusion for people. So when asked about everything going on by comic book, here's what he said, and I quote, "Could I make it so that Season 2 of Peacemaker is the DCEU Peacemaker, even though he's not really that DCEU Peacemaker?" And he walks through the portal, and then, where is the DCEU Peacemaker? I could have. People are like, how are normies going to understand it? The answer is, the normies don't give a blank. Normies don't care about this canon stuff so intimately. End quote. Now, there's another 3 or 4 longer paragraphs, but he essentially boils it down to, look at Alien and look at Predator. They show up in each other's things. They cross over. There's hints. Do all the films line up perfectly? No. But it doesn't matter because the everyday person doesn't care. And it's true. Us nerds care. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, guys. We care about the intricacies of the complexity and the timelines and screw-ups. I can't tell you how many times I've been at a party or something and people are like, "Oh, you talk about Marvel and DC." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then we start talking about stuff and it's going to lead them to find out that I love Spider-Man and all that. And then we get talking about Homecoming and I will just, as a test, I bring it up. I'm like, I can't believe they screwed up the timeline with the 7 years after the Avengers. That doesn't make sense. And they all look at me. They're like, "What are you talking about?" Because a casual has no idea. It's so, in baseball, or in football. That's where we're at. We're hardcore. The everyday person doesn't care. And I like what he's saying here. And furthermore, while talking about this, he talks about, look, yeah, the Justice League. Fine. They exist. Here's the Justice Gang. We're doing something different here. Something that is connecting the universes while also having slight crossover. And that ultimately doesn't matter to the bigger picture and the end result because nobody's going to care. And I agree. Literally nobody cares. It's us nerds that care, and that's really a small fragment of the entire audience. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.